Hi, I am Professor Scott Sampson, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my AI for Business Operations course that I teach at BYU's Marriott School of Business. And it's a little bit different course than students may have been familiar with otherwise because of the emerging topics of artificial intelligence and how rapidly this is advancing. So, why should we study artificial intelligence, especially in a business school? Well, some people say it's because we're going to lose our jobs to artificial intelligence, and it's a way that we can kind of perhaps counter that. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I really enjoy a study. There was a study that came out by IBM, but there's a statement from that study. It was about augmented work, and the statement was that AI won't replace people, but people who use AI will replace people who don't. And I think that's probably a more realistic view of how AI is going to impact the job market. All right, what are we going to study in artificial intelligence? Well, there's different perspectives that people take on this in academia. One is studying about AI theory, things like probability theory or model architecture or software design, things that the nerds love to study. I recently attended three computer science courses, and they spent a lot of time talking about these issues about probability and statistics and how we design models and things like that. There's another side of it, which is the more practical side of artificial intelligence that might include things like application of artificial intelligence, the various tools that are available, which there are a lot available now and more every day, and also the AI lifestyle, how AI will impact our lives, both at work and other aspects of our lives. I don't know if Elon Musk is the, prototype representation of an AI lifestyle, but anyway, as I mentioned, we often find the theory discussed a lot in computer science domains. This issue of the AI lifestyle and applications is still emerging. There's still a lot of things we're discovering about this. We're in the early stages of this time of recording, which is end of 2023. My course, which is going to be Global Supply Chain Management 410, AI for Business, will sit somewhere in the middle. It'll have some theory and discussion about AI models, things that are essential to know and understand, and some of the practical aspects as well. We're going to blend the two and tie them together. Some of my objectives for this course are to help students understand foundational concepts of artificial intelligence, some of the implementation decision factors, so how do you make decisions about implementing AI systems, how to manage AI risks, a very real issue that we have to face, AI tools to aid our careers, ways that we can be more productive on our jobs through the use of AI, and how to configure tools for specific business problems. So we're going to look at technologies that are available that allow us to basically configure AI tools and models in somewhat unique ways that we can be able to solve very specific business problems. All right, how do we study using AI? Well, we have one aspect of the course, which is homework, and that involves our class preparation, the study material. We'll have some exercises I'll have the students do. So that's one aspect where I'm hoping that we can have a lot of use of AI. In fact, as I'll talk about in a minute, it's really going to be a requirement for the course that the students will use AI on their homework. We have also classroom learning. I actually put my little prompt there for, I created this image using DALL-E processor from OpenAI. A picture of a robot teaching a university class. Look what it came up with. So in classroom learning, I'm actually not going to invite the robots into class. I'll be in class, at least most days, I think I will. But there's issues such as lectures and discussions that we'll have in class, and also clarification. So a big part of class I consider to be essential is the opportunity that I have to interact with the students and help clarify concepts that otherwise they might be struggling with. And also, on occasion, we'll have some class activities. Third, we have assessment, where we assess students' knowledge and understanding of course concepts. That includes quizzes and exams, and also team presentations. Now, in this particular image here, it gives the impression that there's a little robot there helping the students with their exam. That will not be allowed in my class. So the one area where we will not use AI, in general, there may be some exceptions that I will make, but in general, we will not use AI on our quizzes and exams, And during the presentations, the team presentations, you can only use AI insofar as you're demonstrating the AI, but the presentation actually needs to be done by the students. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about homework. So in our homework, we're going to practice the use of AI, of course, as you would imagine. Students are expected to use AI on their homework. Now, this seems like this could be a great thing, but it's also going to introduce a challenge here, and that is, I will provide homework that is intentionally vague, which is just like the real world. In the real world, if we didn't have ambiguity and uncertainty and vagueness, they would not need business school graduates because they could hire robots to do all the problem solving for them. So we're going to look at some challenges and some problems and concepts. They're a little bit vague, and we're going to use AI to help clarify them to come to a better understanding of these concepts. AI can be helpful. It can explain complex topics in simple terms. If you haven't tried this yet with a large language model, try saying explain such and give it anything and say explain it to a 10-year-old. And it will do a fantastic job, assuming you have a good large language model, a fantastic job in explaining that in simple terms. AI can summarize and synthesize concepts. So AI is very good for helping summarize and clarify things, helping us focus on key concepts. It can also generate content. So in some of our homework assignments, I'm going to ask you to create things such as little pieces of computer code. And I know you're saying, I've never done computer code before, or many of you haven't. Don't worry about it, because the AI will be our friend and will help us do those assignments. So AI is fantastic at creating computer code. It requires a little bit of work, because sometimes it creates code that doesn't really do what we want it to do or doesn't work. But with a little bit of effort, we can actually get fantastic code out of AI models. AI can also assess your knowledge, and this is valuable because sometimes you're trying to figure out if you're ready for the quiz or not. As you come into class, maybe you can ask AI to quiz you on it and help you prepare and identify areas where you might need more study. What about in the classroom? What are we going to do? Now, this picture here is actually not me. I wanted a picture of a clean-shaven, white-haired professor wearing a Hawaiian shirt and khaki pants and slippers. Well, that's pretty good, except for this clean-shaven. It seems to have missed that a little bit. Well, typically, in a typical classroom, not every class session, but we'll typically start out class with a team tool talk presentation where a team will have an assignment to talk about some particular tool, AI type of tool. We'll often have some wrap-up from the prior session to kind of clarify things. We'll have a quiz on our assigned topics, as I mentioned. Again, these quizzes will be closed book, closed AI, they will be open mind, and open pencil. We're going to do them with pencils. How great is that? We'll review topics as needed and have questions and answers. And occasional guest speakers I'll invite into the class on topics. And we'll have some occasional activities. Well, that is the course, and I look forward to having you in my course this semester. It's going to be an exciting time. Wow, these are exciting times. And I look forward to seeing where we will go in this rapidly advancing future of artificial intelligence.